opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up. I am opening up. I am opening up. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous I am opening. I am opening up. I am opening up. I am opening up.
Good morning. My name is Jody Davidson, and I'm a member of the Board of Trustees and an active volunteer here at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. Welcome to our Sunday celebration. For those of you on Facebook, please share this live stream so more of us can come together in spiritual practice. I'll pause for you to do that now. Wonderful. So, our work as a community is to illuminate the spiritual truth that we all belong to each other. And we honor this truth and advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion. We stand for all that it is that makes us unique, be it our age, our race, our ability status, our ethnicity and national origin, our gender, which includes gender identity and expression, physical characteristics, race, religion, sexual orientation, and the list goes on and on. And think about the combination of those things that are the intersectionals of those identities. So as we open our service, we also must acknowledge that in Howard County, we are on the unceded traditional lands of the Piscataway tribe of the Algonquin. We honor the Piscataway community, their elders, both past and present, as well as future generations. At Columbia CSWell, let me try that again. CSWell, it is swell, isn't it? At Columbia CSL, we discover the truth of who we are through our vision of contributing to a world that works for everyone. We are a diverse community of belonging and growth, sharing the light and joy within ourselves while learning to see it in others. So now I invite you to sit back, set an intention for the week, and you can do that now. Deep breath. Allowing the feeling of that intention to sink down and through you and open yourself up to Spirit's guidance through our time together. We have a saying here at Columbia CSL that singing or listening to music is like praying, not once, but twice. So we begin each service with a song. This week, it's my sincere pleasure to introduce Jessie Powers. Jessie's an amazing and fun singer and songwriter. We call her a goddess because of the music that she brings that opens our heart and liberates our mind. So with that, please help me welcome Jessie Powers.
Good morning, Columbia CSL. Good morning. It's raining here, but it's sunshiny in my heart. I wrote this song just for this service. Love is community. Love is being held and free. Love is seeing you while you see me. Love is joy. Joy is community. Joy is being held and free. Joy is seeing you as you see me. Joy is community. Again, joy is community. Joy is being held and free. Joy is seeing you as you see me. Joy is community. Open me up. Open me up. Open me up. Open me up. To love, to love, to love. Open me. Open me up. Open me up. Open me up. To love, to love, to love. Just us, no guitar. Open me up. Open me up. Open me up. To love, to love, to love. To love, to love, to love.
Opening ourselves to love. Thank you, Jesse Powers. If this is your first time experiencing Columbia's Center for Spiritual Living, you are welcome. And we want to thank you so much for joining us. And we also want you to know that no matter who you are or whatever your spiritual path, you are welcome here. There are a variety of ways to connect and engage in our community. And we invite you to continue watching for our announcements roll at the end of service for updates on events, classes, and all of the, I want to say, plethora of things that are available for us to take advantage of and to engage in. Links on all events can be found under our website calendar on columbiacsl.com/events. Or for more information, you can also reach out to info@columbiacsl.com. And after service today, if you want to take a deeper dive on the messages that Dr. Nadene is sharing with us, please join us for our after chat. The Zoom link can be found on, again, columbiacsl.com events, and I believe it will also be posted in the Facebook chat, so it makes it convenient for you to find it. And now let's continue to engage. We're going to settle in for spiritual practice as you center yourself in this moment where you find that sacred space within yourself where spirit is all there is. We'll have a contemplative reading by Shamel Washington and then a guided meditation ending in affirmative prayer by licensed practitioner Idalia Romero.
Good morning. Today's reading comes from the June 2022 Science of Mind magazine. It is entitled Filibuster, and it opens with two quotes. Rhetoric never won a revolution yet, by Shirley Chisholm. Consciousness of the power will buoy you up. It will not pull you down. Ernest Holmes, This Thing Called Life, page 94. The filibuster in American politics is a controversial procedure that prevents a bill from being passed. It too often prevents an equitable reform bill from being passed into law, even with overwhelming public support. The word filibuster comes from a Dutch word meaning pirate or plunderer. It seems any sort of human power operates by the same playbook. We perform a sort of filibuster even with our own personal agency. Whether it is establishing goals or seeking substantive meaning from our lives, our plundering beliefs often invade our mind with negativity and distraction. Regrets and unresolved trauma can crowd the mind with loud, subpar meanderings that challenge our willingness to heal. No matter the degree of personal pirating, there lives a greater use of power within every one of us, God power. Holmes described it as a power that knows neither lack, limitation, nor fear, sickness, disquiet, nor imperfection. He further wrote, "The wall that keeps you from your greater good is built of mental blocks, cemented together by fear and unbelief, mixed in the mortar of negative experience. It is not necessary that impoverishment and pain must accompany you in your experience. As we must unceasingly hold all governing officials to act for the highest good of all, we must hold our own consciousness equally accountable. We can, in the midst of our mental filibusters, apply Holmes's words, 'This is not necessary.' Each repetition helps dismantle our resistance to higher good, removing one more block of fear, one more obstruction of the God power within us." The affirmation for today: the limitless resources of the Spirit are at my command.
Good morning, my beloveds. As we get quiet and become still, we feel the stillness of our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. We feel ourselves settling into this moment, this here and now, letting go of any thoughts or feelings that might be causing any separation. The human form that comes forth as our everyday human body. Remembering that what we think, we see. As we get into that sweet place inside of ourselves, let us explore and see who we truly are, our higher self, filled with the essence and fullness of our personal God power. That power that is everywhere present. That power whose circumference is nowhere. Let's release it all into that nothingness of which it's come from. Let's just feel this power and know that we are in that place, always in our minds. Let's go there, where we know without a shadow of a doubt that we are spiritual beings living in a spiritual world, governed by a spiritual law. And remembering, this is the true conceptual idea of who we truly are. Now let's take that idea and let that idea, that sweetness, explode inside of us like a shooting star into a clear sky. Knowing this and feeling this in the here and now. Yes, this is how we reveal ourselves to the world, whole and free, being a beam of light, lighting up the world from within out, always expressing this beautiful power within. Now let's take a moment and feel that peace and serenity deep in our soul as we feel that freedom, that connection with each other, that connection with the universe that knows it all, that connection with our community, that connection with our loved ones. Feel that delicious nature of knowing that we are always, always connected 24/7. Let us now feel that connection, that relation to all that is and will always be, as we just take a moment to get quiet and allow ourselves to feel ourselves living inside this connection, knowing it is God, everywhere God. Let us remember that we are co-creators with that one presence and that one power, always. Let us pray. There is only one power and one presence, one mind, one universal knowing. We know this power, this presence is everywhere present. It is that essence, that beauty, that love, that joy, that compassion that lives inside of each and every one of us. And we know that we are gathered here today at the Columbia Center for Spiritual Living to know this truth, to remember this truth, to be connected with this truth, to know that as we wake up each and every day, this is the truth of who we are, that idea, that conceptual knowing that it is all good because it is all God. And we bless this service today, knowing that it is all good. It has all been delivered perfectly. We know that every word, every action, every thought comes flowing through us as us, knowing that as we stream this service, that we are one. We are one in the here and now. And we are grateful. We are grateful for this knowing. And we just remember this as we go forth in this day, as we go forth into our community today, as we speak to each other through any streaming service or to just one-on-one, face-to-face. We remember this, that we are one and we live in community. And we give great thanks. We give great thanks as we lay this prayer upon the law of God, knowing it is done, it is delivered, it is in the here and now. And we just release it into the universe, knowing it is done. And together we just say, and so it is. Amen, amen, amen. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Shimel and Idalia, for being beams of light and bringing the message that connects us together during this beautiful time of spiritual practice. Would you love to have more sacred spiritual connection? Our practitioners and minister are eager to support you in living from this place. Feel free to email your request for prayer or counseling to prayer@columbiacsl.com, and we'll hold your truth in prayer throughout the week. It's my pleasure to now introduce once again Jessie Powers to give us some more music for our soul. Jessie, take it away.
Song is for all my lovers out there. brown hair running on the forest floor. New love in the summer when the air was warm. You rode in like a thunderstorm. In the summer when I was born. We dance in the falling of the autumn leaves. Together every season's a gift to receive. Real love, it changes 'cause it's always free. To live and die like autumn leaves. Here in the silence, here in the still, I know you better than I ever will. Here in the silence, here in the still, it's always been you. It's always been you. And it always will. Life out in the middle of a raging war. Real love don't need fighting for. So we pretend, but we don't keep score. Love's favorite joke is war. Our love's so endless, our love's so deep. All is surrender, all is set free. Our love's so endless, our love's so deep. It's always been you. It's always been you. And I have loved you all my life, and now my hands are open. Oh, I have loved you all my life, and now my eyes are open. It's always been you. It's always been you. It's always been you.
Thank you, Jessie, for that beautiful song. It's only been you. Continuing with our monthly theme of sacred relationship, I'm delighted to introduce today's speaker, somebody that we know and love, Dr. Nadene Rogers, with her message, Exploring Our Relational Concepts. Dr. Nadene.
Only way to introduce me this morning. And Jessie and Idalia and Shamel. Oh my gosh, all of you this morning. Just filling me up. What do I have to add to this? Well, first of all, let me just say good morning, Columbia, CSL. And to those popping in for the Columbia experience, we welcome you. It's really an honor to be with you today as I readjust from a wonderful holiday adventure. You know, I'm ready to sink into some spiritual nourishment in community this morning, and I'm grateful that you decided to do the same. So once again, welcome in all. As Jody said, we continue with our theme, Sacred Relationship, where every relationship we build with another flows from our first relational awareness of oneness with that thing we call life. That which has created life out of itself as the many. As we follow the idea that science affirms that we live in a universe of divine order expressing as a law of cause and effect, we can look inward to this sacred relationship to inform all our outward queries, questions, resistances, and unmet expectations that might arise as we are learning to express outwardly in the same loving and open way that we are learning to express inwardly. Sacred relationships must be the effect of its cause. Sacred relationship with the One. The nature of being itself is sacred and holy, immune to tampering. It is the one life that exists, expressing in many ways in our lives through both.
Dr. Nadene, I'm so sorry to interrupt. The sound quality and the speed. The spirit is doing something interesting with the energy during your talk. So Jesse is trying to figure it out for us.
Okay.
Now it sounds
so
better.
Should I go?
You sound great. You sound fabulous. But we do. Can you?
Well, I should start over.
I think we should, honestly.
All right, I'll start over.
All right.
You're good? Thank you for letting me know.
You sound fantastic now. Thank you.
And I still sound good? Good morning, Columbia CSL. And to those popping in for the Columbia experience, you are most welcome here.
So I'm just going to chime in one more time. When I come off of the screen, it doesn't sound as good. I don't know what's going on. Should I just stay here with you? Can you speak and let's hear you again? Testing.
Certainly. All right. So I was just saying, I welcome to everyone. How is that?
It's doing it again.
Well, I'm not too sure.
Here's what I recommend that we might do. Can we listen to Jesse's last song and then you dial back in?
Certainly.
Jesse Dabs, is that okay with you? He's saying to take us both out and add us back in. Okay. So audience, please bear with us. Well, here we are, and I appreciate your patience while we get the technical glitch squared away. In the meantime, I hope that each of you have identified an intention for the week ahead. You know, my intention, I have some churn happening in my family, and it's giving me a chance to stay very close to my young adult children. And for that, I'm so grateful. And yet I know that for me, I must have a grounded, relaxed presence for them as well as for myself. And I can tell you that it's because of our Science of Mind teachings and my sitting and being with myself and engaging in spiritual practice that I'm able to be in service to myself and in service to others. And, you know, even the word others, when we think about it, our goal is for us to create a world that works for everyone. So for us to remember, even though our language is such that we come up with words like other, the reality is that the truth of the matter is that we are indeed all one. I'm sharing this with you transparently because I know sometimes we have challenges in our lives and it's hard to know what to do. So the invitation to request prayer from our practitioners or from Dr. Nadene. These are not just words that we're saying during a Sunday spiritual practice. These are words that make a difference, because if we take action upon them, we have the support that we desire, that we long for, that we're yearning for, that we need. So please take advantage. And I believe that Dr. Nadene is back. Thank you for that station break. Dr. Nadene, can we see and hear you?
I certainly hope so. How's this?
It's good.
All right. Well, good morning, Columbia, and thank you, Jody, for filling in. Those are some very wise words. And yes, we do invite you into that sacred, prayerful support and conversation with these wonderful licensed practitioners, and of course myself. So please feel free to give us a ring. So good morning once again, Columbia. Happy to be here today as I readjust from an absolutely wonderful holiday adventure. And I don't know about you, but I am so ready to sink into some community spiritual nourishment. And I'm really grateful that you're all here today. So as Jody said originally, we are continuing our theme, Sacred Relationship, where every relationship we build with another flows from that first relational experience of oneness with that thing called life, that which created life out of itself as the many. So as we follow science, which affirms that we live in a universe of divine order expressing itself as the law of cause and effect, we can look inward to this sacred relationship to inform all of our outward queries, our resistances, defenses, questions, and unmet expectations that might arise as we're learning to express outwardly in that same loving and open way that we are learning to express inwardly. Sacred relationships must be the effect of its cause. Sacred relationship with the One. The nature of being itself is sacred and holy, immune to tampering. It is the one life that exists, expressing in so many ways in our lives through both a time-space paradigm and multi-dimensionally in the eternal now. And therefore, our sacred relationship with the ultimate supreme, infinite intelligence that lives in and as us is also immune from tampering. So can we present ourselves, no matter their to others, I should say, can we present ourselves to others, no matter their place in our lives, being that we have called them close to bear their teaching upon us, as authentically as we express ourselves when in that sacred, pure conversation with the God of our understanding? And what might this mean? Well, exploring relational concepts is the title I wanted to choose today, because it really springs from the very idea that when we focus on getting relationships right, we are affirming that there is an exchange between two or more in which we have a role. But when we focus on the intention of how we relate with others, we are emphasizing not the outcome, but rather the principle of oneness, of unity. And this promotes a healthy outcome of some sort, where two or more are poised in the energy of revealing wholeness, rather than fragmentation and limitation. So here are some of the relational concepts I came up with as I was remembering, that I have discussed with myself as I have learned to lean into principle to uncover my natural state of being as love and nothing less than love. The first one is, I remember that it is never, ever about the other. As within, so without. My own thought energy attracts itself. The second one, I check in to observe when I react or get triggered or feel disappointed or betrayed or used. Was my communication, my action, my intention, or imaging rooted in getting my needs met through another? Codependence. Or was my communication, my action, my intention, my imaging rooted in the energy of affirming my enoughness, my wholeness, and the desire to simply share myself as that with another? Taking responsibility to know what my needs are and meeting them myself. That's a big one, because I don't always know what I'm feeling. I sure know what I'm thinking, but I don't always know what I'm feeling. But we have to understand what we're feeling so that we can meet our needs and feel like we're bringing ourselves wholly met and fulfilled to another. Another one is staying present when I'm feeling vulnerable, right? Rather than justifying or withdrawing or arguing or shaming in order to avoid and hide those emotions, that vulnerability. And this is the last one, which has proven the most difficult over time. Loving myself and therefore another without attachment to outcome. Now, during these last 10 days when I was on holidays, I was in the car quite a lot, touring around, and I had the opportunity to blast my favorite tunes. I was thinking, because I listened to kind of a oldies but goldies channel, that the lyrics of so many of those songs that speak to the idea of love that I used to thrive on promote codependency rather than interdependent relationship. Here's the one that I heard a couple of times actually that just tugs at the root of this unhealthiness. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give anymore. Do you remember that song? Okay, so stop singing that to yourself. I know I've sung that song many times in my day. Now, many of us come to relationships with a kind of a distorted image of who we are. And rather than identifying with our full and vital essence, which is always available, but hidden within the core of our being often, we spend our time trying to get today what we didn't get yesterday, right? And then we end up determining the value of our relationships according to how well they help us compensate for our sense of loss or inadequacy. Now, one thing is for certain, if we keep trying to avoid feeling the kind of emotional exposure we felt as children or at any time, hiding our tender hearts from one another, we therefore start focusing on getting something from others, and we will eliminate the possibility for genuine connection and intimacy. Have you noticed how you can tend to measure the health of your relationship with another by how close you feel to them? Mm-hmm. And this closeness, as we will soon understand, is not the ultimate goal of relationship. It's only a developmental stage. There are, in fact, two levels of closeness that every relationship must pass through on the way to intimacy. The first is called, which I've mentioned already, unhealthy dependency or codependency. And that is where we are focused on our relationship to the exclusion of ourselves, meaning the exclusion of our own capacity. The second is the mature, mutually supportive level of healthy closeness, the foundation upon which true intimacy is built and maintained. And that is characterized by the mutual goal to create a context in which two individuals rely on one another for assistance in restoring each other's awareness and sense of wholeness. So as we learn to cultivate this relationship,
Well, I'm back. If that wasn't anticlimactic, I want to learn what that next message is that Dr. Nadene was going to be speaking about relative to cultivating our relational interdependence rather than codependence. And I sure know that the message, I think we got about perhaps 90%. And in that 90%, I got 110% because I'm being called to action. I'm being called to personally examine my own relationships and see where there is a codependence. Where am I being triggered versus where is it that I can really stay present and be my vulnerable whole self? So let us move forward. And we know that Dr. Nadene is with us in spirit and will come back. I'm sure that we will hear from her as we move the service forward. And let's just recognize that we have something to look forward to next week. We have an in-person service with Eugene Holden. His talk is entitled This Thing Called This Thing Called Life, starring you. And I wonder how Eugene's message is going to coincide with what Dr. Nadene was speaking about. And I also can't wait to hear from one of what I consider a friend at this point, Jamie Hudson Craig, one of our very own singers. She's fabulous, and she'll be with us performing next week. But now we get to hear once again from Jesse Powers.
Like candy. I wonder if you saved a piece for me. I'm all done with my to-do list. I'm prepared to wait here at your feet. Strangers, they may laugh, well, I don't care. I used to be crazy too. Took me a while to come to my senses. Now the only thing that makes sense is you. And I don't have to be a millionaire to understand that there's more to life than money. And I don't have to know the man of my dreams to see that even romance ain't enough for me. And all the beauty and success I ever prayed for just to compensate for a love I wanted way more. And all my dreams are getting old. And all I want is to be here, to be here, to be here. Spent a long time with the numbers. Figured out I don't know a thing. Nothing lights me up like it used to do, and I think you know why. Love makes us do crazy things. I got questions I wanna ask you, each one deeper than the last. I don't have to be a millionaire to understand that say I was grateful just to compensate for a love I wanted way more. And all my dreams are getting old.
Thank you, Jesse, for that fabulous song. We appreciate your gifts and talents. I love listening to you. Sometimes I'll just beam you up on my smartphone because I love listening to you so much. We can hear Jessie on her website, or you can check her out there, jessiepowersmusic.com, or on streaming music as well. And now it's time for our conscious giving. I'm digressing for a moment that we are having some technical difficulties, and we love you, Dr. Nadene. We're going to hear her talk. She's going to re-record it, and we'll be able to listen to it. So we're going to move forward with conscious giving at this point. This is an opportunity to participate in the law of circulation. And this entails both giving and receiving. So let's start by receiving. Access your divine inner wisdom for a blessing of joy. You deserve it. Take that. Take it in, whatever it is that calls to you. It may be one that you see on the screen, or something that is messaged from your higher self that you can carry with you all week long. What's most important, perhaps, out of all things, is to remember that you are love and you are loved. Wonderful. So now let's complete the law of circulation. You're invited to invoke feelings of gratitude as you give back through thoughts of infinite possibility that are emerging in real time. Let us fill ourselves up and the space all around. And now, if you care to join me, please speak the prosperity affirmation. I know that the infinite abundance of the universe is blessing and expanding my offering for the good of all. And so it is. We offer easy ways to donate your offerings and tithes. You can make a donation through our website, columbiacsl.com, or text 410-498-6175. We gratefully receive your gifts. Your support means that together we can remain a vital and thriving center, contributing to a world that works for everyone. We're beginning to wind down, but before we do, let's continue our collective prayer in the process of seeking our new spiritual leader. Your prayers are deeply appreciated as we call on the next right and perfect minister who will stand with our beloved community. Thank you for being a part of our spiritual family today, and we look forward to seeing you again. Following service, please check out our announcement slides and our website calendar. Again, let me just say it one more time so you can tap in, columbiacsl.com/events for everything coming up in our community. And I believe that Dr. Nadene is here to close us out. So Dr. Nadene, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Jody. Can you all hear me? Oh, I'm so sorry for that, but rest assured I'm going to record the talk when I'm finished, and it will be available online for you to hear the whole interrupted version, non-interrupted version, should I say. So to this end, let's just confirm our own capacity to love ourselves first. And let us take with us today that one truth and share it as we may with everyone that we can. I want to share a little bit from poet Gary Snyder as I leave you just before I do this blessing. He wrote these words: "We can accept each other all as barefoot equals, sleeping on the same ground. We can give up hoping to be eternal and quit fighting dirt. We can chase off mosquitoes and fence out varmints without hating them. No expectations, alert and sufficient, grateful and careful, generous and direct. A calm and clarity attend us in the moment we are wiping the grease off our hands between tasks and glancing up at the passing clouds. Another joy is finally sitting down to have coffee with a friend. The wild requires that we learn the terrain, nod to all the plants and animals and birds, ford the streams and cross the ridges, and tell a good story when you get back home." So I leave you with this last relational concept: I accept as I am. And as we know this to be true for ourselves, we lean into the one life, its presence and power within us, and feel it. Here, a capacity arises within us to surrender, to trust, and let go, opening up as we be the love and fully receive love's blessing. Each one of us has this brilliant, inborn, inherent capacity, and we use it today. And so it is. Amen.
I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. shine, 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 shine.